Ghosts in the Pyramids of Egypt. Ghosts in the Pyramids of Egypt are not very common in ancient literature, but there are some stories and beliefs that suggest the possibility of their existence. The ancient Egyptians believed that the soul had different aspects, such as the Ba, the Ka, the Ak, and the Ku. The Ba was the personality or individuality of a person, which could leave the body after death and travel between the worlds of the living and the dead. The Ka was the life force or vital essence of a person, which needed to be nourished by offerings and rituals. The Ak was the immortal or glorified aspect of a person, which could join the gods in the afterlife if the person lived a virtuous life and passed the judgment of Osiris. The Ku was the luminous or radiant aspect of a person, which could also become a star in the sky after death. The ancient Egyptians also believed that the dead could communicate with the living through dreams, visions, oracles, and letters. People who considered that they had suffered injustice could write a letter to the dead, asking them to intercede on their behalf. Sometimes, the dead would respond by sending a message or a sign to the living. For example, there is a story of a man named Consamhab who was visited by a ghost in his dream. The ghost told him that he was a nobleman who had been buried in a tomb near the Valley of the Kings, but his tomb had been neglected and plundered by robbers. He asked Consamhab to restore his tomb and make offerings for him, and in return he promised to help him with his problems. The ancient Egyptians also had stories of ghosts that were malevolent or dangerous to the living. These ghosts were usually those who had died violently or unjustly, or who had committed crimes or sins in their lives. They could haunt or harm the living by causing diseases, accidents, nightmares, or curses. For example, there is a story of a prince named Seton who stole a magic book from the tomb of a priest named Neferkapta. As he was leaving the tomb, he saw the ghosts of Neferkapta, his wife Ahwere, and their son Merab standing before him. They told him that they had suffered greatly because of their love for the book, and that he would also face terrible consequences if he did not return it. They also showed him how they had punished those who had tried to steal it before him.